book lovers, I'm Khodakivska, cat Joseph, the writer's cat is staying at home. So, welcome to our channel. So, book lovers, August is coming to an end. I would probably say that this August was one of the most challenging and toughest months we have recently had, and I do hope we won't have such months ahead. It was stressful, it was still kind and full of pleasant surprises. Well, one of the most stressful events that happened to us in August, it was that my toddler Christina and my mom got into the car accident. They were hit by a car, and my mom was safe, but she was in stress. It was really tough and challenging and stressful. And my baby, my toddler Christina, and I got into hospital and stayed in hospital for 2 days, and these 2 days were just a nightmare. All the meds and police told that it was just God's miracle that my mom and my toddler Christina stayed alive, and I am boundlessly and enormously grateful to all upper forces to God that they are alive. So that was the most stressful event in August, and I do hope that it won't happen again. So still our August was kinder and was generous to give us just peaceful holiday. It nourished us, nourished our souls, it recharged us. I've got plenty of new ideas for my new book. I read a bit, but still I managed to finish reading one book, but what a book it was. I've started reading one more book, and I will tell you about these books in a second. Our cat Joseph is staying at home, he patiently or impatiently waits for us at home with my mom. But still, our cat Joseph and I are welcoming you, dear reader, dear fellow writer, to take a glance at how our August felt for us. So, our August was like this. So, in August, I was about to read 3 books, but life happens, and that's why I read only 1 book. But what book it was? So, first of all, this book is by a writer. The writer who stole my bookish heart long time ago. This writer is my autobiography writer, and he's one of my favorite writers ever. Due to this writer, I started writing novels and novellas. This writer is a master for clean, elegant, sweet, and stylish romance. This writer is a master of including appropriate, kind, and slight humor. I would stress this appropriate and slight because all his characters, in particular in this book, are going through the toughest and darkest time ever. But still, this light humor helps them to overcome, to cope with this nightmare, with these stressful and challenging events. So, this book is this one, La Symphonie des monstres by Mark Levy. I adore the book cover, just amazing. This is his 25th novel. As I told you, I have read all his books and I loved all of them. Every single book by Mark Levy is a truly masterpiece. I would stress once again that he's my favorite writer. That's why don't judge me too harshly, because my opinion could be biased a bit. But still, in this book, we travel to Ukraine, the country that suffers from war. We follow Veronica, young mother of 2 kids. One of her kids, her son, Valentin, was kidnapped by Russian army, and poor mother tries to do her best to save her, to find and save her son. Her daughter, Lily, also tries to help her, but instead, like, she's trying to help, but instead her mother has to find them both and save them both. The writing style, as always, are adorable. It's dynamic, it's full of twists, it's action-packed, it's very realistic. It's obvious that Mark Levy carried out a profound, solid research, and in the end of the book you can find out the lists of the magazines, books the author used while writing this book. Pretty realistic, tough, challenging, full of, but still, it's full of kindness. It's full of light, extraordinary, but still appropriate humor that, as I've told you before, help the characters to survive. Because sometimes humor is the last thing that helps the characters to survive, to overcome, to cope with all the nightmares of the war. I would stress once again that the author depicted all the events, all the episodes, all the toughest episodes of war that now is happening in Ukraine, very realistic. The characters are memorable. They have like rich souls, rich musings. They are full of light, despite the fact that their heart are full of sufferings. They are trying to cope with all these nightmares with the enormous dignity, enormous love, boundless hope. So the characters, I've just like from the first pages, I just like felt emotionally connected to Veronica, to Lily, to Valentin, and all the others. probably if you have read or Mark Levy's series or 9, I just left my all these books from these 9 series at home, but still, if you they are not connected, this book and 9 series, but still the characters from the 9 series or the hackers are also presented in this book. But for all those who haven't read our 9 series, at the end of the book you can find the short biography and a short introduction to each of the characters from the 9 series. It's brilliant idea, because if you haven't read the 9 series, you won't get lost in this book, because you have like a background and a short history and like a short note concerning these characters. And if you have read, you just like, wow, it's yay how the author managed to include the characters from 9 series into this book. It's perfect, just mind-blowing, and the book is unputdownable. Well, I was balancing, and I probably would give my highest humble rating 5.5 out of 5 stars, because this book is dedicated to war in Ukraine, and I truly appreciate how author managed to depict all these sufferings, all the hopes. So sorry, it was a noise outside, that's why I had to cut off the video. So I would back to La Symphonie des Monstres by Mark Levy. By the way, you can see the doggy right here, and the friendship of Lily, one of the main characters of the book, with the doggy is depicted so geniusly, so vividly, so heart-squeezingly. If you're an animal lover and if you're a dog lover in particular, you will enjoy reading this episode. So I would probably give this book my highest combo rating, as I told you in the previous short video, because this book is dedicated to really a nightmare that is now happening in Ukraine. It's dedicated to all those families who lost their kids, their fathers, their brothers, their husbands, their sons, and so on and so forth. The book is written in so realistic way that it's a tearjerker. It made my heart squeeze, but it still depicts Ukrainian people like very strong people who are overcome, who cope with this endless. I do hope it will end as soon as possible, because war is it's a nightmare, and the author like depicted and put his heart through all the events and depicted I would say in this way that reading this book, I had a feeling that I know that Mark Levy visited Ukraine. It was in news, and it felt like the writer like put through himself, through his heart, through his soul, all the sufferings, all the challenges, all the toughest and darkest moments of this war, and depicted these all of them in this book. I won't tell you the end of the book, but I would say that I loved the ending of the book. If you have read it, please let me know, because I am interested in your opinion. How would you what's your opinion concerning this book? How would you describe, or how would you react to this book, to events, or to all the challenges that the main characters are going through? So the plot is one of the most realistic, one of the most toughest, one of the most darkest plots I've recently read. The writing plot, as usual, it's mind-blowing. It's dynamic. It's full of wise musings, wise and profound reflections. It's action-packed. It's realistic. The characters, once again, they are memorable. I felt like emotional connection, this emotional bridge from the first pages. I felt the pain of her mother, Veronica. I truly loved how Mark Levy depicted the sufferings of Valentine, the son of the main character, the sufferings and pain of sister, how she struggled to save her brother, all her pain, all her tortures, inner tortures. So the characters are just like memorable and brilliantly portrayed, well thought, masterfully thought, I would say. So the quotes are. I don't have. I forgot to place their tabs over there, and if you follow me on WordPress and Instagram, I would leave the quote that I love the most. I would tell you, but it's only my interpretation. It's not the precise quote of the book. It sounds like if you save a baby, you can save for the world, something like that. But I will write the precise quote a bit later. But this one just like drop a huge anchor into my bookish heart. It seems to me like that kids are priceless, or it's a gift from the all upper forces. It's a gift from God, and it's it's a real nightmare when kid of anybody is getting into trouble or kidnapped or have some is sick. It's a real nightmare. That's why, and the writer depicted all these horror, all these darkest and scariest moments of every mother. So it's just like a masterpiece. So if you want to know more about Ukraine, this beautiful, glorious country, if you, by the way, the names and surnames are in the book. I would like, if Mark Levy once watched this video, I would say a huge thank you to Mark Levy, because all the names and all the surnames are perfect. They are not standard, and it was obvious that Mark Levy had carried out just magnific research concerning the names, the surnames, the surroundings, the jokes, the everyday life of Ukrainians. He's genius. So I truly love this aspect of the book. So if you want to know more about Ukraine, about glorious Ukrainian people, about all these sufferings, all their courage, all their hope against hope, all their life, all their love, that Ukrainian people are still preserving and are still carrying through all these darkest times. So this book is for you. As I've told you, the plot is mind-blowing and captivating. It grabs me from the first lines to the last ones. The characters, brilliant, brilliant, and I felt this emotional connection, this like energy were flowing from the characters to my heart. Adorable. The writing style is perfect in all the senses, in all the I would stress senses, because due to his adorable writing style, I just like could sense all the deepest feelings of the main characters. So the quotes, there are a lot of quotes. I just like forgot. I was so absorbed with this book that I just like forgot to put the tabs over there. So La Symphonie, the Monstres, by incredible, by genius Mark Levy. I do hope that you. I'm sorry, once more, noise outside. I do hope that you will enjoy reading this book as much as I did. one more book that I was supposed to finish reading in August, and I started reading it in August, but I failed finishing it. So August is probably a month of French writers, because the next book that I started reading in August was this one, Quelqu'un d'autre de Guillame Musso. Despite the fact that I only started reading it, it grabbed my attention at once. Guillame Musso, if you follow me on Instagram and WordPress, you probably know that he's also one of my favorite writers ever, and he's my autobiography writer. I read his books from the first one to this one. Here we follow Oriana Di Pietro. She is an Italian publisher and journalist, and she was attacked on her yacht, and after 10 days of coma she passed away. So she was murdered, and here the story starts. As I've told you, I'm at the beginning. I'm on there just like 27 page, but still this book is juicy, dynamic, action-packed, and it's Guillaume Musso style. It's intriguing, mind-blowing. I just can't get enough of this book, and I do hope that I'll come back home and I will dive further into this book, and I will read it pretty quickly, because I will have more time for reading. So, I love the cover. Il y a trois vérités, ma vérité, ta vérité et la vérité. There are three truths, my truth, your truth, and her truth. So, I will read it, I will finish reading it, and I will definitely share all my musings with you. In this salon video, I showed you three books by Marc Levy: La Symphonie des monstres, Quelqu'un d'autre de Guillame Musso, and the third one is, yes, it's my book, and I'm truly proud of this book. I loved all my books, and this one is not an exception. I worked so much on this book. I do hope that you will enjoy reading as much as I loved reading it. I'm truly grateful to incredibly talented my fellow writer and incredibly talented editor, Heaven McLeod, for formatting and editing this book. So, this one, the White Water, well, I have already told you about the book, but still, if you enjoy reading true-based novels with the mystical and fantasy elements, with the clean romance and cozy mystery, the book's about love and betrayal, about vacation and adventures, the books with exotic animals and dangerous adventures, and unique spots, or somewhere in Australia and Rocklow, Poland. Probably you will enjoy reading this book. At least I sincerely hope so, because I just truth be told, as usual in each of my books, and this one is not an exception, I put my whole soul, my whole heart. So, and this one, the White Heart, try to imagine that this white heart has all my vibes, all my positive vibes that I tried to transport to every single reader who will hold this book in his hands and who will live through the pages and enjoy reading this book, The White Water. So I could read you the blurb in a second. Somewhere in Australia there is a mysterious place that few people know about. This hidden mystical spot is supposed to be for the chosen ones. 6 friends, Cameron and Tiana, David and Julia, Christopher and Samantha, genuinely believe that they are the special guests in the forest, the name of which is wrapped the riddles and secrets. The milky terrace, the rainforest, is brimming with dramatic beauty, and the white water lake offers something exceptional. The friends leave Brooklow City and embark on an extraordinary journey filled with their curiosity. Little do these young people realize what secrets the legendary lake conceals in its depth. Hypnotized by the legend, they seek sensation, thrill emotions, and recharging. Made by the charismatic guide at the unique place of destination, the young people discover a hidden world that holds mysteries, magic, challenges, mortal danger, and examination. There is no chance to lie to the white water. The slightest lie can be fatal. So, dear reader, dear fellow writer, I do hope that you will perceive all the vibes I put into this book. I do hope that you will enjoy reading this book as much as I loved reading it. This book is penetrated with love, hope, light, and all the possible positive vibes ever. I truly do hope that you will enjoy reading this one, La Symphonie des monstres by Mark Levy, as much as I did. This gem, Quelqu'un d'autre by Guillame Musso. I just like on the first pages, but I am still in love with this one, and I do hope that you will enjoy it as much as I did. And my book, The White Water, I sincerely hope that you will enjoy reading it as much as I love reading it. So. Lovers, Emily and Khodakivska try to imagine that my fluffy assistant cat Joseph, the great reader and writer's cat, is just like with me right now. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching this video. Stay safe, take care, happy reading. See you soon. Bye.